Hi guys, hope you're fine and doing well. So today we will be discussing this problem from the Codeforces round 783, which is direction change. So let's look what the question tries to say. So the question tries to say that we are given n rows and m columns, and the rows are numbered from 1 to n, and the columns similarly 1 to m. And any intersection of ath row and bth column is denoted by a comma b. So the question says that we are initially standing on the top left corner, which is 1 comma 1, and we have to reach the bottom right corner, which is n comma m. And we are given four types of moves that we can make from a particular cell that we are standing on. So either we can move to left, right, top, or bottom. So what we are required to do is we have to find the minimum number of moves that we require to reach the bottom right corner. But here the constraint is that we cannot move in the same direction with two consecutive moves. So let's have a look at this problem, like how can we approach this? So firstly, I will take three examples where I am given 3 cross 3 matrix, I am given 2 cross 4 matrix, and one I am given 2 cross 5. So out of these examples, once we do them, we will be able to observe like how can we approach this problem. So this is our 3 cross 3 matrix. This is 2 comma 4, and this is 2 comma 5 matrix. Yes. So now let's see the total number of moves that are required to reach this last index, last cell. So if we start from here, we can move to right, then we can move down, then we can again move right, and we can again move down. So here, total number of moves that we required are 4. So let's see in this case, if we start from this index, then how can we move? We can move to the right, then we can move down, we can again move right, but now we cannot move to this directly because in the question we are given the constraint that we cannot make two consecutive moves in the same direction. So what we will do is we will simply move. Let me just change the color. Yes. So what we will do is we will simply move up, right, and then down. And let's see for 2 cross 5. Yes. And so for 2 cross 5, we will move to right, down, right, and if we see that what we should do is from here we have to move, just a second. Yes, you have to move up, right, down, and then right. So this is the how we will be reaching the bottom right index. So the total number of moves in this case are 1, 2, 3, and 3, 6. So 6 moves here, and if we count here 4 and 3, total 7 moves. So if we clearly look that when n and m are equal, so we just require like 3 comma 3 minus 1 comma 1, which is basically 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 moves we require. But in this case, what we will do is we will simply consider it firstly like 2 cross 2 matrix, and then we will take out the total steps required to reach from 1 comma 1 to 2 cross 2, which is 1 plus 1, which is almost 2 steps that we are required. And after that, what we observe is that if this part is 2, which is basically even, and similar is the case with this. If we consider in this case, firstly 2 cross 2. So the initial moves that we require is 2. So after that, we observe that here the total number of cells that are left are basically odd. Uh, Not exactly the total number of cells I am talking about. I am talking about the total number of rows that are left with us. So if we notice here that in case it is even, so how many extra steps we require is like one to the right, one this right, two up, three right, and fourth again to the down. So it will be basically plus total number of rows, total number of columns left divided by 2 multiplied by 4. So this is the total number of moves that we will get, which is basically 2 plus 4. So 6 moves. And in case this is odd, we will do the same, but we will just left columns divide by 2 multiplied by 4, and just we will add 1 because till this case it is same as when we are given even. So when we are given even, so and this is the last step plus 1 that we do. So why have we done divide by 2 is because in case it was 4, so it was 4, so it should be divided into 2 and 2 because for 2 consecutive it takes 4 steps, and similar is the case here. So that is why we are dividing it by 2 and then multiplying by 4 because collectively for 2 columns it requires 4 steps, and in case of odd we need just one extra one. So now let's have a look at the code. So firstly I took the input for n and m, and then I created the total variable which stores the total number of moves, and then I created min and max variable which stores basically the minimum out of n and m and maximum out of n and m. So the reason why I did minimum and max is because I need, if it is given like 3 cross 5 matrix I am given. So firstly I need to know like what are the minimum number of basically the rows and columns that I need to iterate upon, which is basically 3 cross 3. And in case of max, then I will do is 5 minus 3. So only 2 columns will be left with me so that I can easily calculate whether I should do this part or this part on these 2 columns that are left. Because once I get minimum, then 3 cross 3, I can simply just subtract 3 comma 3 and 1 comma 1. So it will give me 4 moves. So these are fixed, and after these 2 columns are left with me, so I will simply just apply this formula on these 2 columns and add these total answer to this 4. So that is the reason I have taken min here. So and the another case where I have just simply returned -1 is, so let me show this case. Yes, in case I am given an array something like this. So if I start my journey, I can simply move to right, but I have to reach here. So I do not have any other cells where I can move, because if I move here, so here the condition of moving to the consecutive cells in the same direction will be violated. So this is not possible, and that is the reason I just took here that if a minimum is equal to 1 and maximum is greater than 2. So maximum can be, it can be of this form also. So I can move here, but I have to reach here. So this is also not possible. So this is what it is signifying. And after this, I just took the total variable. So this total variable, what is it is doing here is that it is just simply calculating that if I am given 3 comma 5, then what will be the answer for 3,35 start from 1,1. So this is what it is calculating, and after that, the max that I am given, I'll subtract from it to get the total number of rows that are left. For example, in this case, if it was 2 cross 3, so I can move here, I can move down, and then I can move right. And if I am given this also, yes, 2 cross 4. So just to count the total number of columns that are left, because firstly we will be considering this 2 cross 2 matrix. So this is the reason I just subtracted min from max, and then the total number of columns that are left if they are even. So what I will do is I'll simply apply that formula, and in case it is odd, so I'll apply the same formula, just I will add another 1 to it, and I'll simply output the total number of moves that are required. So I hope you understood the solution to this problem, and if you're new to this channel, you can consider subscribing it and pressing the bell icon so that you do not miss any of the upcoming updates. So let's meet in the next video.